Alright, so if we decided to move on from here, we would be going up that hill again, and total between dips and valleys and peaks, climbing another I believe it was 300 some feet to the first stop, down 100, up 200, all told is about 900 feet, and just not too interested in that. At least not today. But that's the trail we came off of, Horse Gap, from way up there, which is kind of cool, but long descent, switch back in the mountain, and it'll be doing the same thing here. It's just another section of Sassafras Mountain, and then you just come down into the next gap, which was called Cooper's Gap, and that's just a sitting and resting lunch log. I don't know what's down here. Haven't been down here. But our ride just called. We should be here in about an hour, and right now it's 4:15, so we're gonna head back to Amicalola then, and then we'll head back home. Yeah, this looks like just like water runoff, and that's about it. Never got a chance to go fishing. Things that worked out really well on this trip was the tent. Single man tent worked out perfect. The mummy bag, didn't think I would need a mummy bag. Thought maybe I can get away with just a fleece blanket. Well, wrong. Fleece sleeping bag was just not warm enough. But because Brandon had the fleece and I had the sleeping bag, so those two things good. We packed way too much food. Way too much food. Because we're going to hit a resupply point at in Suchess, which is a regular town, Suchess, Georgia. But when we got down there, Woody's Gap, there's a store, resupply point at the second day, so we'd have been fine. We just saw a group of hikers go through. They started when we started, and they're starting their second day now, and they're going to go all the way through to where we were going to go through. And I just gave them the information that we had because they were loaded heavier than we were. We need to reevaluate their plans. Nothing down there but water runoff. That's it. Those crazy rednecks said it dead ended down there, but it looks like just a road. The Jetboil worked out really well. I would definitely bring that again. Things I wouldn't bring: video camera tripod. The chair came in really handy. I would definitely bring the chair again. Everywhere we stopped, rather than sitting on a wet log, you got a nice little chair. It came in really handy at camp. So that worked out. Chairs worked out really, really well. I would bring less clothes, less food, and first aid kit, absolutely necessity. Came in really handy. Thought we were going to need duct tape and ace bandage for Brandon's ankle, but we made it without it. And water. There's a lot of water out here, so you don't have to bring a lot with you. But Brandon had you had a 2-liter Camelback, right? 3-liter, and I had a 2-liter. But I ran short of water last night at camp. Only because we camped where there was no water, but we just didn't plan well enough for that. But next time I think I would just bring the bladder. I'd wear it, but I would also bring one of those filter cups. You put your water in right out of the river, and then suck it through the straw or whatever it is, and that goes right through the filter. So those are kind of handy. Those are kind of neat. Sleeping mat was an absolute necessity. And we put plastic down under our tent, and that was a huge help because you know what? We rolled up our tents this morning and that plastic was wet underneath, so it kept that dampness from the ground from being in the bottom of our tent, which is a really, really good thing. And flashlights, we used every light we had, so those were all good things. Definitely, a big food bag, waterproof food bag. We brought a 30-liter. And just carried it empty, and then at camp put it all in there, and took our paracord and hung it from a tree, as high up as you can get it, and kept the bears out of camp. And we didn't have any in there. In fact, we didn't see any critters, which I guess is a good thing if you're not looking for them. And other than that, we're about ready to get out of here. 2 days early, but we did what we wanted to do, and that was hike, and we did. And it was brutal, and it was tough, but all right, so we are officially done today until we plan our next trip. And when we do plan our next trip, it will be 10 miles a day max, not our 20 that we were doing. 10 miles a day max, maybe a 2 or 3 day, and that's it. Take the trail as that. As soon as you every time you go out, you get a little smarter. You know what to pack, what not to pack. What kind of conditioning you need. You know where to stay. You know what to bring, where to get water. So you know all those important things. Those little tricks that the experienced hikers have that the inexperienced ones do not. For example, when we climbed from Amicalola to Springer, that's 1 day. Well, you know what? We decided to go on from there, and we did the second day, which is the Hawks Mountain shelter. That's really should be the second day, and we jammed it all into the first, and that's why we did 9 miles that first day. It just tore us up, especially on your first day when you're not used to it. And then we got, 5-6 miles today, and we're calling it quits. But the people we talked to said we would have only been able to go up 2.5 more miles up the trail. We would have had to camp there because you would have never made the second leg today combined with the first one, because the first one we did today first thing this morning, right off the bat, up, a little bit of level off, and then down. It was rugged, really rugged. It took a lot out of you, and so that was a 2-day trip. And when we do it again, probably next year, we'll take another 2 days and do our Neal's Gap, hit Neal's Gap the first day, and then coming off of Blood Mountain, and then second day end up in Unicoi at the end of the second day, Unicoi Gap, and get a ride back from there, and that'll be a good 2-day trip. And that's where we're going to leave it. So, word of wisdom, we thought we would do 20 to 25 miles a day. In reality, you can count on 10 if you're pushing it, 12, maybe 13, and that's where you'll leave it. So, good words of wisdom for those wanting to come up through. All right, it's been a great trip, and take care. Great luck hiking. Bye.
Yeah. All right. Is everybody here? curve. Make it straight. Arms down, around their waist. Around their waist, not their shoulders. Like this. Smile. Mikey. Smile. I wonder how close that might be.
There's no more cannons?
Dad, Mary, we need one with just you two. I don't think we did that one, did we?
It doesn't look like that.
Oh, maybe.
No, did we?
It was on the list. Okay, I guess we got it.
No, no.
Got it.